Hi, it's about 9,009 back here once again. And now it's time for my 8th game of Jeopardy for the Wii. I have a set game rates of $2,314,400. Will I be able to out of that $2,314,400? Let's find out. Trivia. More than current game shows are coming on since Jeopardy premiered in syndication in 1984.
This is Jeopardy!
Let's just skip all this.
And where do we begin, player one? Select a clue by pointing the Wii remote at
all
the
5 categories are in the books. Actually, no, 6 categories are in the bookstore, a hostile takeover, unofficial state nicknames, animals, colorful language, and showbiz stuff. I'm going to go left to right, so in the bookstore, left to right, top to bottom. Let's do in the bookstore for $2.
The Teammates by David Halberstam chronicles the friendships of Ted Williams and others on this team.
It's the very favorite baseball team of all time, veterans not to make the playoffs for
the
defeat 6 years. It's the Boston Red Sox.
Yes. Player one, back to you.
Whose series include David Big Papi Ortiz, among others. They won the World Series in 2004 as well as 2007. In fact, they won the World Series in dramatic. The Red Sox got the World Series in 2004 in dramatic fashion. They swept the team that Sanders, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Back then, I believe they were called just the Anaheim Angels. In 3 games, since in the then first round of the American League Divisional Series, it's a best of 5 game series, so first team wins 3 games, wins the series. The Red Sox swept, and that means the Red Sox won the first 3 games. And then they faced off against the arch-rival New York Yankees in the second round, of the American League Championship Series. The Yankees won the first 3 games, and the Red Sox were carried by a run at the end of the 9th inning of Game 4. But thanks to some lucky base, but thanks to a walk and then a steal, and then a pinch walk. Bill Muller was the person who was walked, and then they pinch ran Bill Muller by Dave Roberts. Dave Roberts still second. Yeah, and then Red Sox came back for Game 4. The Red Sox won the next Game 5, and the Red Sox won the next 2 games in a row. We got a very close baseball team ever to win a best of 7 series, which carried 2 games to none. And the 4 straight games of it, and when they got to the series, they swept. They won the first 4 games since the second round, and won the third round of best of 7, meaning the first team win 4 out of the 7 games wins. Sox swept the Cardinals for the first 4 games of the World Series. And in fact, they didn't even let the Cardinals lead at any point through the entire 4-game World Series. The Sox swept the World Series for the first World Series title this year. So that's why I know plenty of baseball. Definitely plenty of Red Sox baseball. And also, when they won the World Series going forward, the eliminated was so well then known because of Gambino. They were the bookstore for $4.
John Grisham switched gears with skipping this holiday, about a couple who want to skip the consumerism.
What is Christmas?
It's player one.
Sorry about about the Red Sox. In the bookstore for $600.
The Devil in the White City examines murder, magic, and madness at the 1893 World's Fair in this U.S. city.
1893 World's Fair. Where was it held? Chicago. You say, what is Chicago, Illinois?
Player one.
the bookstore for $800. We got it early, but
It's the Daily Double.
it's a Daily Double.
You are in the lead right now. Decide on your wager, player one.
Right? Let's make this a true Daily Double.
Okay, here is the clue.
Portray
In
part
a
of
Stephen
the way
King book,
to this clue.
writer Paul Sheldon is weary of this title heroine he created.
Paul Sheldon. Wait, Carrie. Is it? Who is Carrie?
Sorry, that's wrong.
No.
Here's what we were looking for. Misery.
Misery. First time I ever got a Daily Double wrong.
We return to you,
On
player one.
camera. So, heck, Charlie.
Appropriately, part 3 of this 1953 novel is Burning Bright.
Should have done the internet, but I thought Carrie, Stephen King Carrie. Burning.
Yes, player one.
Right back to Parker's Bobbles. Was it sure as shit? It's a sure hit. When you're out, things go well, this is what happens. Wow. Oh my goodness. They're taking the ball out of play. He's reaching and can't get it. You can tell immediately he was going to get it, but then it goes down, just can't get it out.
I'm gonna say Rush High 451. Rush High 451.
That is correct.
Yeah.
You again, player one.
Goes hostile takeover for 200.
Enjoy the Sleep in Heaven Youth Hostel or the Newhound Boat Hostel in this capital of Denmark.
That's Copenhagen.
It's player one.
It's Copenhagen.
Hey, you're right. Please pick again, player one.
Hostile takeover for
I'm
400.
sure the Red Bus Hostel is fine, but the Mellow Mood Central Hostel caught my eye in this capital of Hungary.
T-A-R-Y. Budapest. What is Budapest?
Okay, player one. Good. You get to pick again, player one.
Now I have four. Hostile takeover for 600.
Do the Funky Chicken Hostel or the Butterfly Villa Hostel in this Romanian capital.
Romania. What is Bucharest?
Let's hear it, player one. Yeah, you got it. Player one, pick again.
I'll stick over for 800.
It's off to the Hans Brinker Budget Hotel or Dirty Nellie's Inn. Sounds inviting. In this major European city.
And Brinker.
Player one,
Amsterdam. What is Amsterdam?
that's right, way to go. Player one,
$3,000.
back to you for our next selection.
I'll take over for 1,000.
Surf the Internet Hostel or the Marriott Hostel. Note the lack of an extra R and T in Marriott. In this Bulgarian capital.
Bulgaria. What is Sofia?
Yes, player one. Right.
Yep, up to $4,000.
Player one, pick again.
I'm just take nicknames for 200.
Seward's Icebox.
What is Alaska?
Player one. That's correct. Please pick again, player one.
I'm just take nicknames for $400.
The Switzerland of America and the highest state.
Colorado. I'll go, what's Colorado?
It's player one.
What is Colorado?
That's it.
Yeah?
to you for our next selection.
Usher selected age for 600.
The birthplace of 8 presidents.
What is Virginia?
Yes, player 1. Correct.
Yep, up to 5,200.
Player 1, back to you.
Usher selected age for 800.
All right, here with the clue is Kelly.
Though it's called the Star-Spangled Banner State, this is its flag.
What is Maryland?
Okay, player 1.
Well, New Hampshire is called New Hampshire is the Granite State.
Good for you.
Up to 6,000.
You get to pick
from
again,
Katie or
player 1.
Samuel. Usher selected age for 1,000.
The coal state and the birth state of the nation.
Coal State.
Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Pennsylvania?
Good.
Yep, up to $7,000.
We return to you, player 1.
Animals for $200.
And I'll hand it off to Kelly.
1 in every 6 known bird species makes its home in this rainforest.
What is the Amazon rainforest?
Yes, player 1. Right.
Up to 7,200.
Select again.
Animals for $400.
Sputniks 5, 6, 9, and 10 carried these animals into space.
What are dogs?
Let's hear it, player 1. That's correct. Choose again, player 1.
Animals for $600.
Got one of these odorous animals, also known as a polecat, as a pet? Call your Humane Society to make sure it's legal.
What is a skunk?
It's player 1.
What is a skunk?
Good.
Yep, $200.
You again, player 1.
Animals for $800.
Critters of the Pleistocene epoch include the mammoth and this breast-tooth relative. Okay, player 1.
What is the mastodon?
Right you are. Player 1, you pick again, please.
Animals for 1,000.
Dachs, as in Dachshund, is German for this burrowing animal.
DHCH.
Player 1,
Yeah, badger. Wait, what? What is badger? What badger? Yep, up to $10,000.
please pick again, player 1.
Couple language for $200.
Classified advertising section of the phone book listing subscribers by type of business.
What are the yellow pages?
Okay, player 1. That is correct. Player 1, back to you.
Couple language for
A
$400.
karate kid may aspire to this high rank, kuroi obi in Japanese.
What is a black belt?
Player 1. Select again.
Couple language for
This
$600.
fastest of dogs is one of the oldest breeds. Its likeness appears on an ancient Egyptian tomb. Let's hear it, player 1.
Oh, I don't think I have what is a greyhound?
Yep. Player 1, back to you for our next selection.
Gulf language for $800.
The California National Park is named for this tallest living type of tree. Yes, player 1.
Where's the redwood?
That's correct. Player 1, you pick again, please.
Gulf language for $1,000.
This colorful name for the U.S. Army Special Forces comes from their unique hats.
What are the green berets?
It's player 1. That's it.
Up to 11.
You
up
get
to
to pick again, player
$13,000. Show us stuff for $200.
Dialogue from this show. Women don't leave Denny Crane. And for a secretary, it was the Secretary of Defense. Player 1.
It's Boston Legal.
Good. Choose again, player 1.
Service stuff for $400.
I'm glad I got the partying out of my system because now I can focus on my career, said this simple lifer.
I got the partying out of my system. I got the partying out of my system. So Paris Hilton. I'm gonna say who is Paris Hilton?
Okay, player 1. Yes.
Yeah. Up to
Player 1.
$13,600.
Pick again.
Sure stuff for $600.
That's healthier, we guess. Ron Wood's wife gave this Stones guitarist 12 bottles of organic vodka. Yes, player 1.
Keith Richards. Who's Keith Richards?
Good for you.
Okay?
You again, player 1.
Give yourself for $800.
Blind hermit Gene Hackman entertains man of few words Peter Boyle in this 1974 comedy.
Gene Hackman and Peter Boyle. Young Frankenstein. Where's
It's player 1.
Young Frankenstein?
Yep.
That's about 15,000.
a look at the $1,000 club.
Show this stuff.
I've eaten things that didn't complain this much, says Diego the saber-toothed tiger in this 2002 animated film.
What is Ice Age?
Let's hear it, player
Diego
one.
going first in Double Jeopardy. Let's begin right after
You
this.
are correct.
How about $16,000?
Okay, we have good player two. Third place, which means that player two will go first in the Double Jeopardy round. Categories for the Double Jeopardy round are your history,
Your history,
suffixes,
suffixes,
biblical warriors,
biblical warriors,
a nude
a
awakening,
nude awakening,
flowers,
and
slogans
slogans and
mottos.
mottos.
All right, if you're ready, it's Double Jeopardy
Slogans and
time.
mottos for
It takes a
$400.
licking and keeps on ticking.
What is Timex?
Yes, player one. Correct.
Yep.
We return to you,
Slogans and
player
mottos
one.
for $800. And then it'll go from left to right. Your history, suffixes, biblical warriors, your awakenings, and flowers. Slogans and mottos for $800.
All the news that's fit to print.
What is New York Times?
Player one. That is correct. Select again.
Slogans and mottos for $1,200.
Choosy moms choose this.
What is GIF?
Let's hear it, player one. Right you are. Player one, back to you for our next selection.
Slogans and mottos for $1,600.
Because I'm worth it.
What is L'Oreal?
Okay, player one. Yeah, you're right.
Up to
Please
$20,000.
check again, player one.
Slogans and mottos for
With
$2,000.
a name like this one, it has to be good.
Name like
It's
Smuckers.
player one.
No. Name like... It has to be good. That's what you say. Smuckers or Welch's? Yeah. What is Smuckers?
Right.
Up to $22,000.
You again, player one.
Let's do your history for $400.
Heads up. This 16th century British king had 6 wives and a 2-door garage.
Who was Henry VIII?
Okay, player one.
Who was King Henry VIII?
Yeah, good. Player one, back to you.
Your history for $800.
Hold the phone, said Elisha Gray and Thomas Edison, who both sued this Scottish-born inventor and lost.
Next up,
Let's hear it, player one.
Who was Alvina Rambel?
Right. You get to pick again, player one.
Your history for 1200.
In 45 BC, this Roman's army defeated the two sons of Pompey. It would be his final battle. Yes, player one.
BC. Who was Julius Caesar?
Yes.
Your history for
Player one.
1600.
This future U.S. president graduated from West Point in 1915, 61st in a class of 164. It's player one.
That's point 1915. Point 19. West class of 1915. Dwight D. Eisenhower. Was Dwight D. Eisenhower. Was Dwight Eisenhower.
That's correct. We return to you, player one.
I know that I wasn't not focused on those. Yeah, history for 2000.
This fighter for a woman's right to vote died in 1906, 14 years before the 19th Amendment made her dream a reality.
1906.
Player one.
C-A-R-R-I-E. With Susan B. Anthony.
Good. Choose again, player one.
Now let's do suffixes for $400.
We love this suffix that means lover of, as in audio or Anglo.
What is phile? P-H-I-L-E.
Yes, player one. Player one, you pick again, please.
Suffixes for
Silly
$800.
rabbit, this suffix isn't for kids. It was used for female equivalents, like for women aviators.
What is tricks? Success for 1200.
This suffix, as with ACR or SYN, is from the Greek for name.
What is nim?
Let's hear it, player one.
What is onim?
That's right, way to go. Player one, pick again.
Success for 1600. There's one of the two.
Answer. The first of the
30,400.
And you're in the lead now. Please
Here it
congratulations, player one. Answer this. The suffix OSE, O-S-E, is used to form the names of these, as in glucose and sucrose.
What is sugar? What are sugars?
You have maintained your lead. Way to go.
You look up to 16,800.
Back to you.
Success for 2,000.
A three-letter suffix that forms the present participle of a verb, or before direct, an online banking group. Player one,
Done. Direct in, direct 8, or direct in. GI, indirect, 8, direct in, and direct. Indirect. And say, what is ing? ING.
that is correct.
60,800.
You get to pick again, player one.
Biblical Warriors for 400. Now, the second Daredevil in the match, the third, in the round, third Daredevil in the game is either in Biblical Warriors, A New Awakening, or Flowers. Biblical is available. I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One out 15 shots, $180 here. Biblical Warriors for $400.
Joshua's conquest of Canaan began with the taking of Jericho, a city in this river's valley.
Jericho. Jordan. What is Jordan?
Okay, player one. Yeah, you got it. We return to you, player one. Saul and this son, who shares his name with a famous seagull, both died at the Battle of Mount Gilboa.
Battle of Mount. 4,000.
Player 1, you pick again, please.
Turquoise for 1,200.
Later lending his name to a popular hotel Bible, he led a successful night attack against the Midianites.
Who is Gideon?
Okay, Player 1. That is correct.
That's 5,200.
Choose again, Player 1.
Turquoise 1,600.
Joab was this Israelite king's successful commander when he conquered Jerusalem around 1000 BC. It's Player 1.
David Solomon right now. You're one. You're wrong. You're 80, not 80. Who is David? Who is David?
Correct.
Which is my real first name, by
Player
the
1,
way.
back to you for our next selection.
Turquoise for 1,200.
This female judge won an important battle against the Canaanites by luring them into marshland. Yes, Player 1.
Sarah Deborah. No. Judge. Where's Deborah? Where's Deborah?
That's right. Way to go. Please pick again, Player 1.
So therefore the second stage was either in a nude awakening or flowers. There's the nude awakening for $400.
In 1953, he produced the first issue of Playboy for $10,000.
Who is Hugh Hefner?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Correct. Select again.
Next up, a nude awakening for $800.
No buts about it. David Caruso, Jimmy Smits, and Dennis Franz all turned the other cheek on this cop show. Player 1.
What is NYPD Blue? What is NYPD Blue?
Yeah! Good.
Up to
Player 1,
$70,000.
you pick again, please.
So, a nude awakening for $1,200.
Kathleen Turner and Jerry Hall weren't close-minded, playing Mrs. Herr in the stage version of The Graduate.
Who is Robinson?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Right. Please pick again, player 1.
A nude awakening for 1600. Here it is. The second nude.
The second daily double.
Let's go all
and you have the lead. What are you going to wait for? Clue. Trying to escape his teen idol image, this Partridge Family star posed nude for Rolling Stone in 1972.
Partridge Family. Let's saw the Partridge Family. No. No, has to be the other one. Where's David Cassidy?
That puts you even further ahead.
Up to $122,400. A nude awakening for 2000.
His nude descending a staircase, number 2, shocked viewers at the Armory show.
Where's Duchamp? Marcel Duchamp.
It's player 1.
Where is it?
Alright.
Who is Marcel Duchamp? Now what is?
We return to you, player 1.
And here we are. One category left. Flowers for $400.
This country isn't out of kilter, with the thistle as its national flower.
What is Scotland?
Yes, player 1.
4,400.
That is correct.
I missed one clue there,
Player
daily
1.
double.
Pick again.
In round 1. Hopefully I got them all correct. Flowers for 800.
On March 22, 1994, the Dutch ambassador to the United States gave her a new tulip named for her. Okay, player 1.
What's the second 19? Hillary Clinton. Who was Hillary Clinton? Hillary Warren Clinton.
That's it.
5,600.
Select again.
Flowers for 1,200.
Singularly speaking, the bright blue cornflower is known as this button.
Bright blue cornflower.
Let's hear it, player 1.
White blue corn farm. Actual button. Actual button.
Yes.
And here we go.
Player 1, back to you for our next selection.
Players for 1600.
Also called galanthus, it's among the earliest garden flowers to blossom in spring.
Galanthus. Galanthus. Snowdrop.
Okay, player 1.
Now, snowdrop.
You are correct. And the last clue for $2,000. Bloom forms of this large hardy perennial include spoon, quill, and pom-pom.
Spoon.
Yes, player 1.
No. Oh. Pneumonia. What is that for tantamount?
Good.
Up to $150,400.
Sorry, players. Only player 1 will be moving on to Final Jeopardy. So much depends on how you do in the Final Jeopardy category, which today is National Holidays. What are you going to wait for? Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. And now the last clue. June 23rd, National Day in this country, began as a celebration of the birthday of Grand Duchess Charlotte.
Grand Duchess Charlotte. Let me see. Okay, so where's Luxembourg?
What did you put as your response?
To Luxembourg?
And that's correct.
Yes! Everything, $150,400 to get to $300,800.
This makes you our new champion, Player One. So congratulations. So long.
I'll find out my 8-game win total is after this. Shortly. Next is my team have 2 children, Matthew and Emily. Next is this. My total is 261. Five two zero zero. So my 8-game wins total is $2,615,200. 23. So 23 for 24 on the yellow. Let's screw that wall. And there you have it. This has been my 8th game of Jeopardy for the week. And that's going to do it for my video game. Because I have DVD pickup shortly, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the meantime. But as for now, this is Too Bad 9009. Yeah. A 9th game of Jeopardy will be coming to you shortly. So I decided to film it. As again, this is Too Bad 9009 signing off. Again, my 8-game green total is $2,615,200. $2,615,200 in 8 games on Jeopardy for my week. This is 299. Let's see if I have any awards. You need a quick control to 100 questions. $5,000 will do $2,600 video. I'll get through this. Quickly respond to your question after another player has answered incorrectly. The 5 games haven't gone up to 10 games yet, or 25 games. Players respond to today, will be issuing all money. If you don't play, you quickly respond to the player Jeopardy question. Win player Jeopardy by quickly responding to the player Jeopardy question and betting all money. Again, this has been 2,909 signing off.